Welcome. What do you get when you have a work from home web developer and a boring Friday afternoon? You get EU casts on a Friday. Woo! Hope you guys appreciate this. I left work a little early today to get this cast in. Well, technically I didn't leave work. I work from home, but I switched computers and now I'm casting French Onward Union versus the Vikings, which should be a good matchup on the EU side of things. French Onward Union last season doing really well at the end of the season, and Vikings this season just putting in some work. Now we're going to go over the bans really quick as we already have all the info we need. FOU, also known as French Onward Union, or FO, they banned Cargo. And the Vikings banned Subway. Now, if we take a look over at the match page, we'll go over the rosters for these two teams. On the French Onward Union side, we have Punisher, Brazier, Toxic, Galaxy, Bagul, Connor, Mathieu, and Mike. And on the Viking side, we have Spoilty, Crorzy, Fungi, Mantis, Nalik, Miyagi, Noctum, and Uncle Sam. So, full lineups on both sides. Good players all around. If we take a look at the last played common matchups, doesn't look like they've played once this season. I'm seeing a match from season 4, 5, and 7. And all three of those actually went the way of French Onward Union. Surprising. I'm surprised they haven't played yet this season. Anyways, if we look at the bans now, so we've got Cargo banned out from French Onward Union. It looks like they've only played it 4 times ever, so they're really not a fan of it. And Vikings banning Subway. Also not a very big fan of it. They've only played it 8 times total, and they've only won it twice. So the win percentages for both of these teams on their ban maps are 25% wins. So not their greatest maps. And if we hop back to the war room, we do know map 1 is going to be Quarantine. So hopefully we get some good action, some nice flanks coming in from the teams. A little bit of strategy, a little bit of skill, and a lot of aggressive play. We have all the Vikings in the lobby. We are waiting on one member of the French Onward Union to hop in here before we kick this off. There's the last one. So the lineups today are Mike, Punisher, Brazier, Toxic, and Galaxy for French Onward Union, and Spoilty, Uncle Sam, Nalik, Crorzy, and Miyagi for Vikings. Now I kind of wonder. So I've realized that I use the short versions of people's names because we all know everybody in the league. I mean, we all play together. But would you prefer that I use the full names? I mean, does that make more sense? Players, do you prefer I use your full name, or I just call you what I would normally call you if I was on the comms and under fire? Let me know in chat what you guys think. Shout out to everyone for coming out. I really hope that we see a lot of our EU viewers in the Twitch chat today, as we are doing this on EU time. Let's predict a couple more maps. So I think, okay, so after Quarantine being French Onward Union's pick, I think we'll see Suburbia from Vikings, and then probably Downfall from French Onward Union. I feel like that's the way the cookie will crumble today. Maybe some Bazaar. French Onward Union definitely doing well at Bazaar, but so are Vikings. Both of them have played it a little over 30 times, and they have a 58% win rate for both teams on Bazaar. So pretty standard stuff. But we'll see what that third map is. I definitely see Vikings picking Suburbia, though, as they are very well versed in it. Their C4, shield, and aggression lends itself well to suburbia, and they have a 65% win percentage versus French Onward Union, which only has 56% and have only played it half the time. Half the amount of times, sorry. So that's what we're looking at today. We're looking at French Onward Union versus Vikings. These two teams, actually look at the standings really quick because I'm not sure how close they are to each other. If we look at the worldwide, French Onward Union is actually 27 worldwide at 1170, and Vikings is number 6 worldwide at 1280. That's a big discrepancy, but if we look at the Europe only, the Vikings are second in Europe, again with a 1280, and French Onward Union are 8th in Europe with an 1170. So 110 points difference. That's a big MMR difference. Which is weird because I remember last season, at the end of the season, French Onward Union were doing so well. They were taking points from beginners. I think they even took a map from beginners. But we're going to hop into round number 1. On map number 1, we got Quarantine. And we'll see how the Frenchies decide to attack this objective. It is the gas station garage. They have the French Onward Union has the crater spawn. It looks like they're going to spend their push all 5 north, trying to take this roof. The Vikings setting up a strong defense. If we look at the overhead map here, we've got a square around, a little kill box around the objective, +1 in the far west, watching that west approach from the north side. Shots already ringing out from Toxic, giving away their approach position. He is not shooting at anything. See if the Vikings react at all. Does not look like they're moving. Nalik waiting, hiding behind this wing, and Miyagi looking for any kind of pick on the north side. Let's kick on those lasers, and you can see these angles that the Vikings are holding. And you've got Crorzy in the gas station and Uncle Sam in the center burning. Toxic pre-firing a lot of positions that I think he just assumes that someone's gonna be at. Pre-firing that Humvee this time. Nalik's position is he's safe until he kills one. Nice nade coming out, little short, just barely short. Toxic almost runs right into it. Toxic is going to keep pushing up, and he's going to run right into the line of fire from Nalik. Nalik takes him down. Flash comes out, and Nalik looks around the corner and rotates away. Smart play, putting a, taking down one member and then rotating out without them being able to see you. Definitely leaves a lot of confusion and doubt in the French Onward Union side, where they don't know if you're still there. They can't push that side without losing another member. But over on the other side of the map, there are tons of smokes coming in, with 3 members of French Onward Union stacking up on this roof courtyard. Berserk going across the street now, going into Burning Center. Galaxy here with him as well. Uncle Sam staying inside, just waiting for his chance. Or the door kill, not finding it. They make too much noise. Uncle Sam's gonna peek and get this kill. Galaxy and Berserk both stacked up in a line. Uncle Sam takes 1, 2. They both go down in a perfect line. Now there's 5 Vikings left and only 2 members of French Onward Union. Mike looking for the refrag on Uncle Sam from the tank side. I don't think he's gonna be able to find it. Uncle Sam knows he doesn't need to peek. He's watching an angle. He's holding it. There's no reason for him to stick out. Punisher also here. Now looking to move up towards center burning. Taking the same approach that just got 2 members killed. Sam upstairs giving a quick scan. Not finding anyone. They're going over the wall. He's now in the burning rubble. Is that going to help him? Mike taking up a different position in that rubble in the street. Trying to cover his teammate. Again, they're going to cross right through the firing line. Oh, but Punisher finds him. However, Nolik takes down Mike on a flank. All these players with FOU in front of their name. Punisher's running up on objective, but he gets caught out by Spoilty from the South Plane Wing, and only 1 Viking goes down as they take their first round point. French Onward Union starting out with a solid approach. 5 members going north, taking the roof. A good play on this objective and map in general, but not able to get past the lines of the Vikings defense. Only able to take down 1. Here we go. We heard the beeps. We're going into round number 2 on map number 1. Where are these Frenchies at? Here we go. French Onward Union on the defense. How are they going to spread? I feel like there's very, very meta positions for this objective. Vikings also getting the North Crater spawn, so probably going to be seeing the same kind of tactics come out from them. Moving 5 north, 1 slightly farther south, and watching the cross. but no early shots coming out. As the Vikings also take the roof. Solid plays. French Onward Union taking up almost the exact same defense. Minus Galaxy not being as aggressive, but still in a good spot, covering the same angle. I mean, he's checking this every so often. It's not as forward as Nalik was on the wing there, but still good. And then the South Plane wing is not being controlled, as Toxic is tucked in behind these Heskos, watching the South Cross, letting them get closer. He's allowing them to come a lot closer before contact, which could be good, could be bad. I mean, you know that they have to come to you, but you also know, I mean, if you died there, then that's a very open spot, open way to the objective, lane, path, whatever the word I'm looking for is. You know what I'm looking for. You know what I'm trying to say, chat. And we're seeing basically the exact same approach. I don't know if this is what I would do for this objective if it were me. I mean, frag going out and catching a C4. I don't know if he saw it or if that was a lucky throw, but man, if he saw that, that's impressive. Loyalty doing his best pants impression here. Another frag coming out. Not sure where these frags are. They? It looks like they're clearing the positions that they would be in. Now the smokes roll in. That one not. Actually, that might be good. I don't know if it. I don't know if he was trying to cover the building. It definitely didn't cover the building as well as he had hoped, and it also didn't cover the actual sight line from. Yeah, someone is in West. They tried to gain my smoke. Galaxy. Shots running out from Brasseur onto the roof. More shots from Galaxy trying to get Nalik, but he doesn't get him, and Nalik gets tucked in behind the wing. Mike gets Crorzy. Now Spoilty is trying to find him as he's tucked in. Utility does come out. Nice little frag. Forcing Spoilty to rotate. Mike's looking for him now. He misses again. Spoilty and Mike trade. Well, Mike is down and out. Spoilty is resable. For French Onward Union now on the South Plane wing, looking for some picks. Not going to find anyone in the center as they are behind the building. The trade comes out in the west. Both members go down. Now there's 3 Vikings against 2.5 French Onward Union. Toxic moving back from the South Plane wing into his position by these Heskos. Getting a little jumpy and shooting at his teammate, giving away his position. Looks like Punisher's actually going to try and go for the res. He is. He's going to make it a very risky play, but he's going to get there. He should be totally protected. The res does come out, but they are going for the objective. Spoilty now at the car, pushing up onto the objective, looking for Punisher. Punisher comes around the corner. Spoilty's trying to find him. Spoilty finds one. Lone Miyagi finds another, and there's only one member left, and they're going for objective. Reserve finds Spoilty and stops the push toward objective. But he is not in a great position to stop that cross. He needs to move. Sir coming around the backside now. Another cross comes out. Uncle Sam looking for it, but he finds the kill instead. Reserve goes down, and Vikings take their second point. Shout out to everyone in chat. I see a lot of familiar faces. A lot of people that should also be working like I should be, but choose the Onward addiction instead. And thanks for all those biddies and donations. Parzival, we see that you took first place, you know, as you do. Because you have to show off and be on top because of your deficiency, masculine insecurity, whatever you want to call it. But we appreciate the biddies nonetheless. Vikings now moving to defense on the center burning objective. Probably one of the easier ones to defend, in my opinion. I think that it's definitely very capable, yes, but I think that it's also very defendable. We'll see how the Vikings choose to defend it in round number 3 of map number 1.
Come on, boys, play it like this when we get you. Really?
Ooh, French Onward Union getting the short end of the stick, getting that middle spawn. Ooh, making it north. Not getting called out by Uncle Sam. Both he plopping a C4 right in the middle of the street there. I like watching the north now for any kind of cross. I still don't think they've called out the spawn.
Do anyone have eyes on like tow truck area?
The rest of the French Onward Union
Right west of the motel.
hanging out behind glass, not making a move. I think they're trying to confuse the Vikings of the spawn before they start pushing. So if they get seen here, as Nollik should see him and takes the shots. He does catch one. Wow, those shots looked way off. I guess not. Axis gonna move up to the corner and see if he can get the kill or the pick onto Nollik, but Nollik has rotated away. Let's see what the rest of the team is doing. Have moved up a bit. Punisher now in danger of Uncle Sam's line of fire here. Nollik finds Toxic as well on the north side. Punisher just starts moving for it now as 2 of the members of the north have gone down. And French Onward Union basically getting pinned here in their spawn. Corsi takes a nice little angle from the plane wing, takes down one, and has distracted the other 2. They're now both looking for him. Shots do ring out, but they don't connect with the head. Ooh, and a nice nade downing. Yeah. Whoop. Punisher, beautiful throw over the tank from Burning center. Now it's all up to Mike.
Je sais pas pourquoi, je sens que tu veux pas faire longtemps.
Mike just trying to find anything he can to confuse the Vikings as there are still 5 of them up and they are all trained in on him. Barely making out of that corner alive as all the lasers crossed him. More lasers crossing him from the south. Now if he moves too much to one side, there he goes. Nalik takes him down from the roof. And Vikings take their 3rd point. Well, it looks like chat's predictions were right, as they did say that they think the Vikings were going to run away and take this with a large win margin. And right now they are winning with a 3-0 lead. 3 unanswered points on Quarantine. Not really seeing anything that the French Onward Union can do about it. That last round they had Vikings had everyone still standing. The round before they only lost 1 or 2. It's not looking good. Here we go into round number 4. Vikings spawning in the north.
I should go up the roof. We're gonna face them instant.
It sounds like they're going to get real aggressive here as they are going to take the roof from this north spawn. It's a very quick peek over the hill, and you're able to catch out any kind of rotation or adjustments on the defense. Where they are going for the objective that is right there, right behind that cockpit area. Shots ringing out from the West Twins. Ooh, a nice nade, just not making it over the wall that it needed to, but that one might. No, that one also not catching what it needed to. Wow. Toxic is getting super lucky right now. He's prepping his own nade to throw back. There it goes. Wrong side of the wall. Spoilty now just rushing the objective. Toxic looking in the smoke, trying to find one. Spoilty returns fire and takes him down. And now there's only one member of the defense on objective, Resorp, and Spoilty, goes down to his C4. I didn't even see that, but that's not going to stop them as the reses are coming out. Uncle Sam gets Corsi up. Spoilty is still alive too, and they could just go for the cap again. Reser now looking for Spoilty, finds the confirm on the body, finds Uncle Sam as well. Corsi now rushes towards the objective. He goes down to Mike. Vikings looked really, really good. 1C4 kind of screwed up their entire plan. Lone Miyagi now looking for the cap. If he just goes be sneaky, No, he takes the shots instead, and he's pushing up, trying to get the kill. He can't find him. Lone Miyagi looking for Berserk. They're trying to find each other through the rocks. Nalik finds Berserk on the backside, and now Lone Miyagi's all clear to cap. Nobody's here to stop him. Lone Miyagi gets down, gets tablet out, starts capping. Nobody's coming. The last three members of the French Onward Union aren't here, and Vikings take map number 1 in a 5-0 lead. It is kills here. Nalik with 8 and 2, carrying the team for sure. You know, as a caster and a player, I know that C4 exists, but I always seem to forget about it. And these teams are using it in very different positions than what I would think to use it in. Because it has a range on how far away it has to be from the objective before you can set it off. So, like, if you get it right, just on the outside of that, like that one, for example, in the rubble, they have to cross into the rubble if they're coming from that direction. Now, if they're coming from the other direction, you're probably screwed because that side's open, and if you can't kill them crossing that way, then you probably can't kill them at all. But we're going into map number 2, and I was wrong. It is not going to be Suburbia. It's actually going to be Bazaar. Actually, I think that was my second choice. I don't remember. It's been a little while since I had my my pre-round spiel. Very short-term memory as a caster. Lineups do look the same. Mike, Punisher, Berserk, Toxic, and Galaxy, French Onward Union, and Spoilty, Uncle Sam, Nalik, Krorzy, and Lone Miyagi for Vikings. Everyone is in the lobby, so we're probably going to be kicking this off pretty quickly. They're going to start out on the Kiat objective, or North 2 story as it's called across the pond apparently. Kiat is definitely so much easier, quicker, and shorter to say, but whatever. You guys have your callouts. Here we go into round number 1 on map number 2 already.
To the shout home thing.
I'm going home. Fuck you guys. You can do this alone.
Fuck you, I'm going home.
Mom, get me my shit fucker.
Some good old South Park references coming out from Vikings as they push French Onward Union coming up the east side. Moving quickly. Uncle Sam taking down Galaxy. Mike just barely getting out of the line of fire. But now he's kind of trapped as he has to walk past that line of fire to get out of this little courtyard. French Onward Union kind of just stopping their forward momentum as their first member went down. Looks like they're waiting on Vikings to do some sort of crazy flank. They are watching some long angles. Spoilty going to be the most likely to flank as he is all the way on the west side. He comes down here and peeks out. He might have a good line of sight. Nalik picks up one as well. And now there's a firefight in the east courtyards. Smoke's coming out to block the view, allowing French Onward Union to cross out of this courtyard and get north. These smokes are going to run out soon, though, and they're still kind of moving around them. Folks are done. Nalik now on the North Street, tucked into one of these market stalls. Toxic looking for him. Three members of French Onward Union left, all pushing the east side of the objective. Toxic looking very carefully, trying to find Nalik or anyone in these stalls as he creeps up. Alec now inside the wall in the north courtyard of the Kiat. Smoke's coming out. Uncle Sam putting down some shots onto something. I don't know what he was shooting at. Nalik now stepping out into the street with no cover, looking for the kill, not finding it. Uncle Sam finds Brasseur.
I got two confirmed.
The Vikings, once again, just picking off the enemy team one at a time. I mean, we're seeing Nalik here cross the street without any cover or any care. Finally, one of the Vikings goes down, but it's the last member of French Onward Union left, Toxic. And they definitely know where he is after he's shot. Toxic moving back into the east courtyard. Trying to find Uncle Sam, who's taken down most of his team. The shots do ring out. He does find Uncle Sam, and Toxic now has 30 seconds left to run towards objective. Not looking good for him. Finds another, but it's not enough, and Vikings take the first point on map number 2. Just like it seemed on Quarantine, Vikings just having a better strategic hold on the map and being able to pick off French Onward Union as they start moving. Throughout the map. It's not that French Onward Union are bad players, it's just that their playstyle does not seem to help I don't know. Their playstyle directly contradicts Vikings' defensive style. And I think that Vikings are just coming out on top. French Onward Union's moving in bulk as a team, in mass. I mean, lots of different things. Things that could be changed up and should probably be changed up between rounds. After you lose 6 points in a row, maybe you want to think about changing your strategies or having a backup plan or something. You know, I know a lot of teams have, this is how we're going to play if it's an aggressive, pushy team, and this is how we're going to play if it's a slow, more reserved team. So maybe having those two kinds of play styles might help. Shots already ringing out from Nalik. Looking for
he's probably up the stairs.
Brasseur, where Uncle Sam was last round. Vikings taking the same approach to the objective and just doing it much more aggressively than French Onward Union did. I think that's helping them out a lot more. They already have one across the firing line. He's already in the north, on that north wall, and it's Lone Miyagi and Crazy looking for the kill. Nalik taking some shots from the far northwest defender. That's a uncommon spot for this objective. I don't even think Nalik really knows where those shots came from. Nalik getting a smoke out, a little bit bummed, not really where he wanted it.
He's all the way up in the north wall somewhere.
Rorzy, Uncle Sam finding Brasseur, and Nalik finding the guy in the far north. Good call-outs from the team as the Vikings pushed up strong into this east courtyard. 4 strong against 1. Now they're looking for the kills onto the rest of the team. Mike finds one from the center, but now his position is exposed, and that's a very dangerous position. On Miyagi and Krorzy, no, Spoilty, both looking for him. A nade hits the tree, not going where he wants it to go. Alec crossing into the back here now. Looking for Punisher. Punisher misses. Alex gonna rotate into the other side. Punisher still looking for the kill. He comes around the side. No! He tucks in, and now he's pinned. But he does get the kill. Punisher peeks out, gets Nala. Cannot get the confirm through the crates. Finally gets the confirm out. Lots of confirmed shots, making sure he's extra dead. Punisher rotates back towards objective now. Last 3 members of Vikings are crashing in. 3 members of French 100 Union sitting on the objective. Galaxy's a little far off from my comfort here. As you're relying on 1 man, now you're relying on 0 men to guard that objective. Spoilty's coming in. Spoilty goes upstairs as Mike misses him. Spoilty's up. Mike just kills a teammate, and now it's all up to him. And Spoilty's upstairs getting his cap on. Spoilty fires around the corner, though, takes down the last man. Vikings take 2 points. Well, takes their 2nd point, not 2 points. As I said, both teams really, they did the same approach, and it just seemed like Vikings were more aggressive with their approach. They were shooting and moving instead of getting shot at and stopping and rotating back. But again, this is a very large discrepancy on the standings. I'm not really sure why this matchup happened. It's not a challenge match, so... I see we have another biddy war going on between 2 Old and Enigma for that 2nd and 3rd place. We're gonna hop over to round number 3.
The pain, oh, the PSTO, I can remember it. It's back in the war.
Can I get you?
Vikings feeling pretty good about their defense here as they have won now 7 unanswered points in a row.
They spawned east, but there's one in the Hoochie building now.
Sir now looking for the refrag on a Spoilty, but Spoilty's not going to pick that angle again, is he? Wouldn't think he would. He does, but the timing doesn't line up, and neither player finds the kill. The spread from French Onward Union, they have spread out pretty well across the map. They are watching for a flank, as you can see from the scaffolding. But overall, a pretty good spread, good coverage between multiple players.
You should watch South more often now.
Calls from Spoily to rotate their defensive angles towards the south. Toxic and Punisher are at white car, ready to start this cross. Vikings have a pretty good coverage on the south approach, though. Ooh, Toxic picks up Crorzy. Very tight angle. Very good shot from Toxic. Uncle Sam picks up Galaxy, crossing into his building. Smokes are coming out from the south now. Spoilty and Mike getting very close. Spoilty's definitely going to be hearing all of this and waiting. Don't really think you could be this close to this objective by the kill box and not be watching your sixes. Spoilty could just run around and get both of them. But the French Onward Union are in blue room. The smokes being a good distraction, making them think they're coming through the marketplace, but they're not. Mike and Spoilty, very close. Mike not even ready for it. Spoilty runs around, is now looking for the flanks. Uncle Sam takes down one. Spoilty now pushing on the south side and a mad dash. Nalik rushes in, takes down one. Spoilty takes down another. And Vikings just crash in on the last two, taking the third point. It is not looking good for the French Onward Union here. Vikings having 3 points on map number 2. All they have to do is get a cap or the kills and take the second map and the series in a stunning 9-0 or 10-0 fashion. I think if I was the Vikings, though, and I was up an 8-0 lead, I would definitely try for the cap on this one, as it is very, very doable. I mean, there's like 3 ways under the objective here. You can cap from the market side, you can cap from the north side, you can cap inside the building, you can cap outside the building, cap in the smokes. If there's smoke on that objective, you have to get up close and personal to stop a cap. We'll see what the teams do as we roll into round number 4. That was weird. Vikings spawning in the south and pushing up very aggressively as we look at the map. They're moving all the way up to Ice Cream Truck now. Getting in there and just laying out fire. Loyalty crossing the street, going into the bazaar. One member going on the far south side as well.
Right side inside the tube.
Lots of loud comms just shouting coming out from the Vikings. Corsi finds Toxic in the blue room.
Pretty sure got him. Pretty sure got him. Not sure if he downed or dead.
Does look like there was a drop on the Viking side. Wondering where that 5th dot was.
Sam is dead, right?
Uncle Sam disconnected.
No, he's supposed to go through the market unless he's
He dropped, I think. We didn't hear any shooting.
Nice little frag onto objective, taking down Brasseur. Wow.
Regarde, il est en face.
And the confirmation's coming out from Spoilty. Punisher now in a very dangerous position as the Vikings are just laying down suppressing fire. Nalik here.
Palace guy is still there.
Really, the south guy has the best cross. If he just started going for it, he'd be on objective before anyone knew what happened. Spoilty, Corsi, and Miyagi gets... What? Where is this? How did he get him? Well, French Aberdeen are dropping like flies. Dorothy rushes towards objective. He knows that someone's there, and they take it. Vikings take it again, 4-0. And it doesn't look like Uncle Sam has made it back yet, so we're gonna see if he... See if he gets back onto this next map. This next map, which is... Brace yourselves. Map number 3 is Downfall. It does look like Uncle Sam is back in the lobby. Let's see if the French Onward Union can hold up to this aggression that we've been seeing from Vikings. They're not aggressive at first. They kind of flip a switch in the middle of the round. So once they get that first pick, then they all start moving and converging on the enemy, which is a very good way to play it, in my opinion. And here we go in a round number 1 on map number 3.
I think I saw one. I'm unsure. Check again. Trace?
I can't see anything. I don't know.
In that case, get ready for the quick spawn.
And my FPS are not dropping.
Yeah.
It's not quick spawn. It's not.
Vikings spreading out, not really sure what the spawn is, as they thought they saw someone at the quick spawn down the road, but they didn't. French Onward Union looking for those quick early picks over that ridge, but they're not finding anything either. Spoilty makes it to Center Hotel, and Nalik is just making a run for it. It gets all the way up into this north bungalow. Takes down Toxic.
No things. I got one.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find the person hide. I might only wounded the guy that was going to the North Hotel. I'm really unsure.
He is surrounded now, but no one's really looking at him in a way that they can kill him.
Yeah, be wary about far fucking east.
I don't know if they've like watched these casts or if this is just how the EU plays, but they're calling these positions out like spot on. Far east is exactly where that player is.
À mort, petite maison.
Preserve finds Toxic from the Marsoc twins. Clears out the middle of the map. Wow, Crorzy with a ton of fire finds Galaxy. In the... Wow, all the way in North Hotel. It's a long shot. French Onward Union's approach still working out. I mean, they've lost a couple, but they've still got a good spread. Kind of a half circle around the map now. They've taken down one Viking. The rest are kind of close to objective. Not necessarily on it, but semi-predictable spots. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. I don't think anyone's watching the South Hills here for whoever that is. Can't actually read the name from this far away. Mike. Mike have a sniper rifle. Mike does not have a sniper rifle. Mike is just a normal rifleman. Two minutes and 30 seconds left. French Onward Union need to start moving. They're going to get towards this objective, as they will have to take down at least one. They've got to take down Lone Miyagi here in the white building. I think. I mean, I guess they don't have to, but I feel like it's really hard to get around him. Basically, the Vikings just have to stay tucked in and hold their lines, not peek, and they've got this in the bag. You know what? If this works, if this guy right here, if Punisher gets the cap, I will be amazed. I think he started proning a little too late to get there in time. Smoke's coming out. 58 seconds left. Punisher giving up his prone approach, and he's going to run for it. Spoilty's going to see him, takes him down. Love Miyagi finds Brasseur in a trade. And that's it. There's 40 seconds left. He can't even make this if he wanted to. Mike, 35 seconds left. Gonna just be running down from the South Hills. Nope. Time is running out for Mike. He is gonna... Nope, he sees him, but he doesn't catch the shots. I'm not sure if Mike is unaware of the time that he has. Vikings take the first point by timeout. That is 10 unanswered points. At this point, I feel like there's just a lot of what do you call it? I'm not gonna say tilt. It's not tilt. It's just a lack of enthusiasm on the side of the French Onward Union. They kind of just, they're down on themselves, I feel like, because they haven't been able to get these points. Wow. This is what happens when you cast in the middle of the afternoon. People, you just don't know how to do things. Your mind doesn't work right. Here we go, into round number... I forget. 2. Did I hit the thing? I don't think I hit the thing. There we go, round number 2. Mirrored spawns from Vikings, French Onward Union, not seeing anyone at quick spawn. They are spreading out. Vikings also looking for those early picks. If French Onward Union makes a run in the wrong direction, they will definitely get picked off. 2 members of Vikings already making it past the North Hotel. There are the shots now from Galaxy. He takes down 1, but it's just a down. However, it appears that the Vikings have left their man behind on the hill, as that is a very not resable spot. Uncle Sam finds Mike. Corsi gonna go for the res, trying to get that smoke out where it needs to be. It's not really good, but it won't matter as they do get the res off. Sam here with the last person to get kills onto Marsoc Twins, opening up this east approach for the Vikings, and that's going to allow a lot of multi-sided pressure coming out as Uncle Sam can get up to the Marsoc Twins now and start putting shots downrange onto objective building and basically just make them divide their attention. The rest of the Vikings are pushing up very strongly along the road. Ooh, Spoilty returning fire on a Galaxy, taking him down. A nice, clean headshot. Now Corsi and Nala pushing down the road. Nala using this, staying prone, using this wall as cover. Toxic finds one. Toxic finds another. Takes down Corsi and Nalik on the street. On Miyagi with his laser trained right on the edge of that church. Good call outs from Spoilty. Basically reiterating every player's position on the map that they know of. Which is a smart way to play. Shots from Uncle Sam take down Toxic on the backside of the church.
Church might be down now.
Spoilty just using that LMG to its full potential, putting shots all up in the objective window. Is Miyagi gonna take advantage of all this pre-fire or suppressing fire and move towards objective is the question. Smoke's coming out. Spoilty pushing up. Good smoke. Oh, no. Well, kind of good. Some long smoke throws. Lone Miyagi finds Berser in the smoke. More smoke coming out. Berser. Punisher, sorry. Gets pinned in the smoke, and Lone Miyagi takes him down as well, and Vikings take their second point. I really like the Viking style of shoot, move. Calling out when you're moving so that your cover fire comes in. It's a good strategy. It's a reason that it's used by militaries all over the world. Here we go into round number 3 on map number 3. French Onward Union spawning in the valley, the long spawn. Ooh, Toxic picking up one early. Taking down Nollik with a nice headshot as he tried to cross out. Giving away that spawn position early, but also taking down a member of the team that was pushing to an aggressive defensive position. Probably worth it in my opinion. I would definitely take the early shots. The only time it wouldn't be worth it is if you missed those early shots. French Onward Union spread looking pretty good. 2 moving to the north, 2 in the mid, and 1 in the south, all along the east side. What are these guys doing? Little battle buddy squad going on here.
Ouais.
Ooh, shots ringing out from Lone Miyagi onto Mike. I think they're actually shooting for Brasseur as he walked into the bungalow there. Mike just happened to be in the crossfire. One of the downsides of playing in a 2-man fire team. Toxic looking for anyone he can find from the lower dumpster building. Not able to find anyone. Lone Miyagi got lasers trained in on him. He keeps peeking, trying to find that doorway there. Might get caught out by another player.
Eyes on North Center Bungalow. Keep an eye out for somebody coming.
Ooh, shots ringing out just over his head. Suppressing shots to allow the center bungalow to get out. Oh man, that nade going just a little too far. Miyagi catches out Toxic as he runs from red truck. Uncle Sam downs Galaxy as he runs up on objective. Punisher now looking for the refrag. Punisher finds him, but goes down himself. Percy pre-firing all the corners, making sure no one's here. Last 2 members of Vikings hanging out on the objective. Very concerned about a cap right now. While Mike and Brasseur try and deal with Lone Miyagi upstairs. Mike putting those distracting shots out as Berser creeps his way up into the center hotel, trying to find Lone Miyagi. He knows he's there. He just heard the call-outs. Berser takes him down.
C'est bon, c'est moi. Il est mort.
Nice little clear of the center hotel. However, they spent a lot of time doing that, and now there's only 22 seconds left. Mike makes a run for the objective. A nade comes out. Ooh, that flash might have got him. 13 seconds left.
I got him.
Wow, another C4.
2 seconds. Come here.
Vikings take their 3rd point on map number 3. Wow, that's again that's another spot that I wouldn't expect to see for. Vikings taking the series in an extraordinary fashion. You know, a couple more rounds possibly to go, but right now the score is 0-12. Nothing the French Onward Union can do to come back from this is going to help their MMR. And if the Vikings get the quick spawn on this objective, you know, in the north corner, I think it might be even worse, because I think that they're going to use that aggression and just push real hard, get those early picks, and just keep moving. I mean, at this point, the Vikings have nothing to lose, so they're going to be way more aggressive and way more... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but they're definitely going to be more aggressive. Here we go. In the round number 4 on map number 3. Vikings not getting the quickest spawn, as I was talking about the one right there on the hill, but they are spawning in the middle here. Was that a good C4? I don't know what that's gonna do. If that C4 was above and not downstairs, then that's even worse. Berser with the pre-fire onto the rocks, making sure no one's there. Shots ringing out from a lot of Vikings. Corsi trying to find one as he...
Halfway across to center by the stone wall. Halfway across to center hotel by the stone wall.
Corsi takes down Toxic in the lower red truck. Ooh. Galaxy does get some shots out onto Spoilty. I like the callouts. They've used Hoochie's spot. They've used Killinger's spot. I like all the named callouts. Nalik taking some shots.
And this is the reason why I bring 2 needles. Fuck's sake.
You need another one?
No, I'm good. Those gunshots were from helicopter bungalow behind it, towards the west side.
Good callouts coming out from Nalik. And since I don't speak French, I really don't know what the callouts from the French Onward Union have been this whole time, but it doesn't sound like they've been having as much communication as the Vikings have been. And I just don't know why Vikings have kind of stopped their approach here. They've got 5 up still. Uncle Sam, resident time caller. Galaxy picks up Nalik, but Corsi with an immediate refrag and Miyagi with the confirm.
You lost Nolik.
North building down, first floor. No, north building, first floor, down. Crater building.
3 members of French Onward Union left. Gonna have to do some magic to stop this approach. They're gonna have to be watching a lot of angles here. Sam gonna start going for it. Uncle Sam missing his shots onto Brisur. Loyalty's up on objective now. Got tablet out. They're going to take another map with a 5-0 win. Loyalty taking forever to get this cap in. Vikings take the 3rd map in a 5-0 victory. Putting the final score at 14-0. A brutal scoreline for French Onward Union. I definitely thought that they would be, you know, getting some points. But that's how it goes, I guess. And some going back, looking at French Onward Union's previous matchups this season, they won against Big Red 1 at the beginning, lost to Beginners, lost to Silent Purge, lost to Phantoms, lost to Pacifist, beat Loyal Dogs, and lost to Big Red 1 again. No, they won against Big Red 1, so they've beaten Big Red 1 both times. But this is their first time playing Vikings, and they definitely lost this one. Hopefully, they get a little bit more practice in. I believe that the French Onward Union was not in rotation, and getting an MMR decay for a part of the season because they just couldn't find people, couldn't find match times. They're just busy, and that happens. And real life comes first, for sure. But hopefully they stick it out, as they were doing so well at the end of last season. Like I said, I'd really like to see him make a comeback. But that is it for me, Cheercaster Triple Nipple. I want to give a shout out to ProTube and VR Cover for giving us all the accessories and sponsoring the VR Master League, as well as a shout out to a new game called Pistol Whipped, which you should all try out. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to be signing off for the day. I will be in lobbies later tonight, and I look forward to seeing all your smiling faces. Good night, everybody.